Hi. I thought today I would focus on the Neural DSP Quad Cortex itself and go through some of what I think are my favorites that I like on it and show you some of my reasons why. So we're going to start right now introducing my Quad Cortex, and I have it set up to the this is I think one of their actual factory presets. I could be wrong, that might be in a different area on the factories, but it's on my preset. I have it as my number one, and it's their US twin vibrato. And you can go through different scenes with it and stuff too, and you get different levels of the vibrato and stuff like that. So let me give you a quick rundown though as to what's going on. Oh, and right off to this side here, I got this case that fits this thing like a glove, and even has a little area down below it for the power supply. So well worth noting that you can actually get a really great case, and you can even see if you want to handcuff it to you, you could do it. And I also got the expression pedal, and this is put out by Mission Engineering, but it's exclusively for Neural. But it's a great pedal, and what it has is it has two. You can see it has two plugs. It's expression pedal 1 and 2, and it's made exclusively for the Quad Cortex, and really works well. Because they do have a lot of wah-wah pedal, volume. Actually, you can use that thing to almost control anything you want, because all you have to do is the pedal assign to any characteristic. So if you need something that's just like a momentary or a variable, you can do that. So that's a really nice feature. The US Twin Vibrato, I just like how it behaves with my guitar, and that it really kind of understands all the aspects. And my guitar's a little different too, in that I actually have a modified Telecaster where I have a humbucker in the middle position, and I have the stock Telecaster around it. And I actually have a switch that I can disable the installed modified pickup. So right now, I just switched that out. That's gone. So there's a difference between my bridge pickup and my neck pickup. That's my neck. Here's my in-between. Now, I don't have my tone all the way up, which is obvious, right? Because then it'd be real twangy, right? Especially if I go back here. The guitar's out of tune too. So I just came back from vacation, but I thought I'd try and devote a little attention to the Neural, and so I'm going to stick on that. So what's interesting here? Okay, so now watch. I'm going to take and I'm going to pull up the amp. Okay, so here's my amp. I don't have the bright on. Let's put the bright on. That really made a difference. a pretty even mix if you look at the volume versus the output, okay? So they're even Steven. So I'm not really on the edge of breakup, but I could do that, you know? So if I took, this would be my volume coming in, right? So if I brought that up, now I'm starting to break the amp up. Oh boy. Okay, now let me show you how you tune up. I'm going to hold this down, and now I'm in tuning mode. Mostly all the bass notes. So that's tuning mode, and it does work well. I think what you want to do is you want to let your string, you know, mute all other strings, play your note, and that looks good on that one, right? So now I'm muting all the other strings except my B string, and notice how it's a little bit flat. There we go. Now, when you strike them hard, they go sharp, and then they land into where they're going to sit. Okay? So that's what I look for. Where is it when I'm done? Now I just gave it a little, I just kind of squeezed it with my finger to just take a little slippage out. I'm going to continue on. Okay, and so all I have to do is hit this bottom arrow and I'm back out. Sounds so much nicer in tune. Right. Okay, so I'm kind of like pushing the amp now. Right? So it'll actually do that, and it's kind of cool that you can, you can find the breaking point. That might be a little too much. I might actually go maybe more like this. Right. And of course, all of the bass middle treble is all actually fine and dandy. You can work with all of that stuff. There's all sorts of things. Now, here is the speaker array. So the speaker array right now is a 210 cab, a Tremolux, and I've got a dynamic 57 on it, pretty, just a little shifted off left center of speaker. And actually, I don't know, that if I'm looking at the speaker, then I'd say it's on my right. And if I'm looking at the other side, I'm saying that ribbon 160 is off my left. If I'm looking straight onto the cabinet. If I'm not, then those are swapped. But these are the things you get. And what's cool is you can pan them, you can position them, you can do all kinds. So if I was to plug on, say, here, right? Wait a minute, I'm sorry, that's a level. That's my panning, right? Okay, there we go. There we go. There's my distance, and you can see it leaves the speaker. Whereas if I come in this way, it goes in on the speaker. So right now it's dead on. It's right on the speaker. That was panning. So this is panning in the actual stereo configuration. So right now I got almost everything over to the was this guy, so I could move him over. So these two functions here are my pans. This is my levels, right? So you can change your levels. What was position? No, that's distance. Okay, so this is position, and this will be position on either one. See, so it's kind of neat. Once you figure out what's what, it's pretty easy to make. And this is a pretty deep. Now you've just changed your guitar cab. Right, and if you want to save it, bang, that's it. It's done. All right. So, anyways, that's life in the Neural. There's a lot of incredible amps. Okay, so let me show you another little thing I can do. I can go. I can do search, right? And I'm going to do search Fender, right? Let's try this Fender Blues 12. I don't think it's exactly the one I'm looking at, though. Okay, so here's the amp that's on right now. Let's see what it is. It's a Bassman. Okay, it's a Tweed Bassman. And that's what I'm playing through right at the moment. Okay, fine and dandy. But now let's say I change. Look at, I could put a deluxe vibrato on. Or, let's just get out of that. Let's okay, so that's fine. Let's go here. Let's see what this is. This is a super vibrato. So I have a Bassman, a super, and a deluxe, all in one chain. That's crazy, That is really nice. And so all I'm doing, is just looking at whatever I have. Then I have another row. So what do we got over here? Oh, a Princeton. Very nice. Geez, talk about a full scenario of Fender amps. And I got a Tweed Twin. All in one single preset. And all I have to do is just decide which amp do I want to use. So what do we have for a cab? A 212 Zilla Fat Boy. I would probably put a 412 on here, if anything. But I don't know. It sounds great. So, I mean, if it sounds good, why change it, But that's a great one all the way around. And then you got a lot of nice little, reverbs, modulations. It has a nice gate on the front. So it's a noise reduction adaptive gate, which is really good because I do prefer the adaptive gate over all the others in this. They work fantastic. So, stick with the adaptives. They do have also adaptive gains, which is kind of a dynamic thing. So, they're not worth not checking out. And this is a compression. No, it isn't. I'm sorry. It's an overdrive. It's a green 808, so it's a tube screamer. So, and, easily, that's what you want to have in front of any amp. Okay? So you can tickle it. And that's, they really set them up nice. They really actually set this whole pedal up really nice. I have it sitting up because I like to just go in and tweak things as I go, and these are all responders too, so you actually can turn these and they're up and down on anything that you flip on. And so it's a very fast, quick, easy way to get through things. And I also noticed that it really does track your playing. So it does have what they call machine learning, and it does, and it learns your dynamics, and it actually makes you sound better as you go on playing this thing. So that's one of the things I really love about it, is it's listening to me and playing to me, and you can't get anything better than that, you know. So it just makes you play better. Neural DSP Quad Cortex, great machine.